So anything that you can share that from what you're seeing from all your clients in a multi-gen workplace, as to how do leaders handle these differences, and when you think about negotiation, what should they keep in mind?
Yeah, good one. So multi-generational workplaces are the norm more than not, and there's so many opportunities and so many challenges. First of all, everybody has a very different definition of what it means to work. Everybody has a different definition about what it means to lead, what it means to be a team, and so on. And when you have younger people leading more senior people in the workplace, that can be very challenging. The concept of saving face, giving face, managing face, all of that, being respectful, being able to identify and understand what everybody's strength and contribution is really critical. Everybody's not the same. There are certain expectations that might be the same, but how they do it, there needs to be some autonomy there. And so I think we really need to understand ourselves and understand who each of these people are, because in order to lead effectively, there has to be that connection, that interpersonal connection to have commitment and not just compliance. You'll get compliance because people don't want to necessarily lose their jobs, but you won't get that commitment, that extra where it's not just a job, it's a career and a person has a sense of honor that they want to do the best that they can do. So I start from the place with clients too, helping them understand that, again, you want to make people heroes. People want to do well. People want to give their best. People want to be recognized. I don't think anybody, maybe there are some, but I don't think anybody wakes up and goes, "I'm gonna have a really lousy day today, and I'm gonna do the least I can do, and I'm just not." I don't think people do that unless they've been treated really poorly for a very long time. They go in with an attitude of, "I'm gonna do minimal amount of work, and I'm just gonna barely lift a finger." Most people want to do well because there's a sense of that self-actualization that they wanna be the best version of themselves they can be. So you think, "Well, how can I help them be that?" And so you're negotiating lots of different things, and for example, if somebody does put in extra time, then you wanna think, "How can I comp that person something else that they can do?" Which is no financial cost to the organization necessarily, but maybe they can have a half a day off, or maybe they have extended work, a lunch break, or maybe you pay for them to go to a certain seminar or something like that, which does cost a little bit of money. But, there are those kind of ways where you have to think about the diversity of your team, that even though they have to come together to produce, they need to do it in a way that makes sense to them and that speaks to their strengths. And then you provide for ways of helping them become more well-rounded, that if there is an area of deficit that you're noticing, how do you help them be motivated to want to improve in that area? So it's a constant negotiation, small n.